As time goes by, the things that we used to think can only be done offline can now be done online, like how we live, how we learn, and how we interact. When I moved to a different school, to a more physical setting, I noticed that there wasn't much of a difference. Some people might be working too, though for the most part, even if there's a face-to-face kind of meeting, we still use online platforms to be able to do collaborative work online. Understandably, everyone has their own online and offline working schedules. I totally get that, whether it be at night, in the morning, weeks before, and my all-time favorite, at the last minute. It really depends on the kind of person, the kind of worker that you are, the kind of working schedule you want to push through with. With this, brings me to the question, how does the varying concepts of online hours in UP students' group work affect the effectivity and efficiency of the collaborative work in Facebook group chat? In other words, sino nga ba ang mag-aadjust when it comes to working online? Will it be me, grouping number 1, or grouping number 2? At some point, I had to know whether it's my duty to adjust to their own clock when going online, especially when I have to do collaborative work with them. So I did some digging to find out whether the kind of working schedules people follow works better if it's done synchronously or asynchronously. Synchronous happens when people communicate or work and talk to each other at the same time, while asynchronous is when there's a significant lag to it. Basically, when people work on different timelines. Learning about this becomes extra significant, especially when it comes to collaborative work done online. There are a bunch of studies conducted in relation to this, such as those by Sundaravel and Roanoke. They've conducted studies on collaborative systems used by students and asynchronous and synchronous collaborative technologies used in teamwork. Sounds kind of heavy, right? So let me sum it up to a couple of key points. Key point number 1, task uncertainty is an enemy. Task uncertainty becomes a major cause of delay. When people don't know what to do, he or she will most likely have less information to contribute and possibly decrease the overall productivity of the group. Moving on to key point number 2, the effectivity of the type of collaboration is highly dependent on the type of task and the member's knowledge of the task. If you don't really know how to deal with the task given to you and don't really understand what to do, the type of collaboration chosen matters. Point number 3, synchronous collaboration is your weapon. Synchronous collaboration becomes your friend when you can become there for your group mates by synchronizing online presence by going online at a relatively similar time to reduce uncertainty and increase confidence in tasks. Key point number 4, asynchronous collaboration is best utilized when there's distance involved, like in open universities. Asynchronous collaboration works well when there's distance and gaps in time involved. This helps people who have different schedules be able to collaborate even if their schedules conflict with the rest of the team. What they're trying to say is that synchronous collaboration is the way to go. Through synchronous collaborative technologies and tools, uncertainty and difficulties in group tasks done online is reduced. I still couldn't help but wonder, how do other UP students thread through this? So I asked a couple of students through the survey that I conducted the key points I got from the research. So I summed up their answers to a couple of points. For all decision-making processes in groups, all respondents agree that synchronous collaboration is the way to go. Point number 2, team building. The second point is about how the group members build and create great dynamics. With this, synchronous collaboration is highly recommended. Point number 3, task completion. To be able to complete the task, most agreed that it doesn't really matter whether they work together at the same time or they work. Synchronous collaboration would be their best bet to finish what they're doing. Point number 4, preference. 60% prefer having to work with people synchronously, while 40% said that. Basically, what I got from the people were similar to what I read from the related studies. Although some did acknowledge the value of asynchronous collaboration, that immediacy might not really be that big of an issue when it comes to collaborative work online. It's more for their convenience and for their groupmates' convenience to work at different hours because they also had different productive hours. A further study can be done about having or not having these written or unwritten rules or codes of conduct that each member of the group try to follow when doing online collaborative work. So, to answer the question, sino nga ba talaga ang mag-aadjust? It really depends on the kind of groupings that you have, the kind of tasks that you have, and what kind of group you want to establish. If you find yourself wanting to work in similar hours with your groupmates, then I guess to answer the question, sino nga ba talaga mag-aadjust, would really be you.